Long penises. Long penises.
Long P.
I need more than 2 words for a sound
That's
check.
a yellow P. Nisses.
And we're back.
Oh, that was faster than I thought. I thought that "we're back" was a joke. I didn't know that was real.
Oh,
Long P. Well, I guess we don't need to go back to
I
that.
got a lot of things around me.
What do you got? Some Uncle Randy t-shirts?
Rags. Oh, those are Uncle Randy t-shirts?
You left them in my car.
Uncle Randy's already got merch
It appears as if he brought 4 t-shirts with him to a show.
to sell?
Yeah, he sold 2
Or to
of them.
wear.
I think probably. You know what? I didn't see him carrying them to the show.
I'm gonna wear.
I'm gonna wear my shirts.
I did stand up in 4 shirts.
Yeah.
Ask me anything.
AMA. Why?
I don't know.
Oh. I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start making it my thing as being sweaty.
Are you drinking pee?
No, I got some tea. PT. What's the? It's confusing.
It looks like you're drinking pee.
Oh, this is N. No one knows what that is. I'm taking an L. If you think you're drinking tea and you're actually drinking pee, you're taking an L.
You're taking an L.
You D-bag.
Oh my god. Teabag.
Teabag.
You ever teabag anybody?
No. That was always one of those
I feel
things.
like I'm missing out. I haven't either.
Yeah. Did you always
I did
feel like
in
that was like
Halo.
a fake thing?
No, you could teabag somebody.
No, but
for
people
real.
would be
Have you ever
like-
been teabagged?
No, I've never met anyone who teabagged or was teabagged, to my knowledge.
You didn't meet anybody who played Halo?
I've met people who were teabagged in Halo,
See.
but not at a slumber party. Not at Anthony's house.
You never had Arabian night goggles or whatever?
Yeah.
They super glue their
Abraham
balls.
Lincoln.
They super glue their balls to your eyelids.
Yeah, and then you guys are stuck together.
And then it's like, well, now I feel like I'm gay. Or
Why isn't that a Fairley Brothers movie? I teabagged him, but I fucked up the joke. Now we're best friends forever.
All right, and we're back.
And that did it. No, what were we just talking about?
How long I pooped?
No. Yeah, that is true. Does Guinness have longest poop? Is it time
Well,
or length?
It would be length, I think.
But what
Because
about the
time-wise, I could set that record.
No,
I can sit on a toilet bowl for
No, you have
3
to be
days.
shitting the whole time. You gotta be slowly.
I've taken some
Centimeter by centimeter.
I've taken some long poops.
By the end, your anus is just open.
Well, my long
By
poops,
the end, there's a whistle when you walk.
my long poops.
You hit yourself in the belly, and it sounds like a guy's playing a trumpet.
No, my long poops have always been diarrhea,
Oh.
where it's just like, is this gonna stop sputtering out of my asshole at any time soon?
Yeah.
And then your asshole just keeps going.
I would love to get a dehydrator, like a commercial dehydrator,
For your poops?
and have someone come in and be like, I got banana chips, mangoes, jerky. This is diarrhea.
This is diarrhea.
And they're like, but it's dry and solid. And you're like, I know.
You can eat it.
The magic of dehydration.
The magic.
The magic of a commercial dehydrator. Welcome to Louisville's Vegan Jerky Company.
Ugh, don't drag a company that I hate.
You know, like they don't let me poop. That's my
That-
local Nathan for you. Let me poop in your dehydrator. You're like, what's the business that? No, hook.
No, just a favor.
Just viral video.
Just do me a favor.
I'm wearing an untucked button-down shirt. I'm just dressing Nathan for you, but sloppy.
Hey,
I'm just gonna have diarrhea in
you got your fly down
in the box.
You're dropping lighters.
I'm dropping lighters. That one was real.
You're dropping I'm dropping lighters,
I'm dropping lighters.
and you just don't understand how to pronounce liters. You work at
Why would I
Kroger
drop
and you're
in
bad at
liters?
your job.
Why are you doing
Restocking
that?
shelves. Dropping 2 liters.
it'll be a fun gag. Someone comes into Kroger, they go, "Can I have some baking soda?" And then you take them to the Pepsi aisle.
Yeah.
And then you go, "I think it'll probably do the trick."
I think this will work.
$3.50.
If you want to make a cake.
$3.50. Oh, I thought by baking soda you meant Sprite to be used in cheesecake to give it a light, fluffy flavor.
That would be fun if you worked at a grocery store and someone was like, "Hey, do you know where this is?" And you take them over there and you're like, "All right, that'll be $2."
Yeah.
Just steal their money.
Remember at the checkout to name drop me. I work on commish. And who helped you today at Kroger? No one.
Let the boss man know that Naomi got you that.
Naomi.
Well, I watched that Elizabeth Holmes Hulu show.
The Dropout?
Yeah.
With
Which you were on Elizabeth Holmes before anybody was.
No, I know. But, well...
Besides Sonny.
Yeah, hey, it was Sonny Harkewell. He was on Elizabeth Holmes way early. I was on Elizabeth Holmes before people knew that was true.
Yeah, it was still speculative whether or not she'd fuck that Indian guy.
Yeah.
You were following the
And
story.
I was going, "Oh, you mean her business partner?" Wait, what? No, I even told a friend of mine who was a lady, I said, who does comedy, I said, if you want a really good character, you should work on an impression of this lady, Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah.
And then that friend went, "This is just some random lady."
Well, as a man, I found that I cannot do an impression of Elizabeth Holmes.
Because it sounds like you're just doing an impression of...
Sounds like you're doing...
I can do a pretty good Holmes.
That wasn't too bad.
I do a pretty good Elizabeth Holmes.
I think I do it all right.
Amanda
Elizabeth
Seyfried
Holmes.
nails it.
I think...
She does a great... Because she has to do both. She has to do real and fake.
Yeah,
Which, that's tricky.
that's hard.
Yeah. Who is a person who has two voices?
It'd be like if...
There's another person who has two.
It'd be like if you followed me to some of the nightclubs I go to.
Where Eric all of a sudden is like, "Oi, I'm in from
Oi."
Britain. I'm visiting U of L's campus." You're just wearing a shirt of a local business. "I just came in from town."
I just came in from the town.
So you have a Pizza Lupo shirt and a hat that says, "Don't hassle me, I'm local."
Yes,
Yes.
that's what I'll wear when I come to town.
Derby. It's funny, British people, they're like, "Oh, the Derby.
The Derby.
And hats. And we're running out of things to relate to."
Horse.
Horses. No, man, she has to do both. My girlfriend keeps referring to her as the boob girl. And then I keep going, because
The boob
Amanda
girl.
Seyfried was in the Fappening.
Oh, yeah.
And she keeps going, the boob girl. And then I keep thinking, that's a weird way to refer to Eric is now Googling. No, her Fappening thing is wild, because she was dating Justin Long. And there's a
Oh.
photo of Justin Long getting oral sex on a paddle boat in the middle of the ocean. Which it's like, what a day. Like, you're getting a blowjob in the ocean on a paddleboard with a camera?
Are you sure it's not Justin Timberlake?
No. I mean,
Because Justin Timberlake keeps popping up.
well, I think they're friends / co-stars / were rumored to be an item at one point.
How is Justin Long related to Andrew Seyfried?
What? None of the names you just said are right.
What? Huh? Do we need to repeat this?
Amanda Seyfried, Justin Long. Yeah, see, here they are at award shows, a game.
I mean, yeah,
a different game. Don't Google
A
paddleboard. Well, they're at a different game.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she's,
And we're back. Eric's taking a second long poop, quote unquote.
wow, that is, she's really going down on him.
So then someone's like, "Oh, the boob girl." I'm like, "You fucking watch this shit? Like, you going to that website?" And they're like, "No, I meant from Mean Girls."
Also, there's just one where it's just their naked bodies together.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You never take photos like that?
Look at this picture.
Looking like an autopsy. Eric's showing me a naked photo of Justin Long.
Well, you can't
couple of
see his
guys
penis.
who are up to no good.
You can't see his...
Yeah,
Isn't
see, look at that.
weird?
Yeah, but look at that photo where they're on the paddleboard.
No, I saw
What
that
a
one.
beautiful. That's like a painting.
I know.
That is the most beautiful image involving Justin Long's penis that I've ever seen. It's like a gorgeous sunset
It's like a Monet.
on an open ocean.
What did Whistler take this
And
picture?
Justin Long saw a cock. No, that picture's crazy because that means they're out paddleboarding with the camera.
That's true.
That's crazy.
That's risky.
Like, I think either taking a photo or having oral sex would make me nervous. On a paddleboard out in the middle of the ocean.
I wouldn't even feel comfortable, like, taking my shirt off on a paddle.
I know. Eric on a paddleboard was like a dog on a surfboard. So they're just as still as possible.
Don't move, don't move, don't move.
And then meanwhile, a lady's going, I was in Mean Girls.
I was actually in Mean Girls.
No, she's cool. In Mean Girls, that was the bit I wanted to do. You set up, you get her, that's an SNL sketch. She's hosting.
Okay.
She's dressed up like the Theranos lady.
Yeah.
But she's introduced as the name of her character from Mean Girls.
Okay.
And then she goes, with just one drop of rain, my breast can tell when it's raining. Remember classic Mean Girls?
She could tell. She could tell when it was raining.
With just one drop of rain.
With one drop of rain,
With
I
just
could
one
tell
drop
you
of rain.
whether or not it was raining.
And then they're like, we're going to need to run these tests again. It's a bunch of guys with a dropper. We're going to need to run another test, ma'am.
I don't like the way that... Did you watch the show?
Yeah.
I don't like the way it ended.
How'd it end?
Well, it ends and then it's just like, by the way, this is all the shit that happened afterwards. It just does the thing where it's just text on the screen, you know?
It doesn't end with her, like, dating some boy.
Yeah, she's
And they're
just
like,
dating a young boy.
They're dating a boy, and then there's a great moment where it cuts in and he's, like, telling her about a thing.
Yeah.
And then she goes, it sounds wonderful. And then he goes, yeah, it's called Burning Man.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
What a great moment. What a great closing to an arc is they're like, oh, okay, she discovered
She's gonna
Burning
go
Man.
to Burning
She's
Man.
going to go to Burning. We're definitely getting a sequel. No one has ever gone to Burning Man at the end of a story.
Have you heard what the judge said to her when he was sentencing her?
No.
It's the most unhinged thing I've ever read in my entire life.
What'd he say?
It's... Let me find it.
He said, ma'am, I've been on a paddleboard. what you're doing with Mr. Long is a disgrace.
That's dangerous. One day ago, apparently the news broke that Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes must enter mental health program post-prison.
Yikes. She's going to post-prison?
She's going to
They're
post
going to get her in
prison.
Kellogg's
She's
prison?
going to Post Malone prison.
In Post Malone prison.
She's got to get a bunch of face tattoos.
Elizabeth Holmes. Beth Holmes. Now I just accidentally Googled the name Elizabeth.
Judge who sentenced Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes recommends she serve 10 years, 10 serves term in a prison camp.
What? Is that even a thing? Do we have
No.
those?
Yeah, they're gonna send there with all the fucking Vietnamese people.
It's her and a bunch of Boy Scouts.
Her and George Takei.
It's her serving bug juice to Weeblos. We're sending you to a hard time of digging the latrines.
Oh yeah, she's got a kid. I forgot about that.
I have a kid now.
I have a child.
So that's what he said that was so crazy, was that she should go to a labor
There was a
camp?
different thing. Because when he sentenced her...
If I could, ma'am, I would sentence you to die in the Holocaust.
I wish I could put you in a time machine.
I wish I could put you in a time machine.
Put you in Hitler's care.
And put you in a goddamn Iron Maiden. And I don't
send
mean a
you-
concert.
I would send you to Auschwitz if it was an option. But that would just be a vacation for you.
Oh, fuck. When I Googled Elizabeth Holmes, I accidentally got to Queen Elizabeth. She died.
She's dead. Okay, so this is just... Stop me when you think that this is, like, almost over. and then I'll let you know how far from over his statement is. This is U.S. District Judge Edward Davila after he sentenced her to whatever it is.
That part of his quote?
It
was like a rap thing. He's like, "This is District Judge Davila." After I sentenced her.
I'm a native. I was born up the street, and I remember this valley and the innovation of this valley. The richness of the earth that is below us here in this valley at one time was agriculture.
Was his name Judge Big Feather? What the fuck is going on?
These pictures that are in my courtroom express some of that.
Is this man a Native American?
No. Edward Davila.
Oh, you're right.
We know that this valley at one time, from the rich earth here, supported the world.
A once great valley.
Food came from this valley. Ranchers, farmers came to this valley from Europe, from Asia, from our neighbors south, and individuals who have held land from Spanish land grants. They farmed this land. They farmed this rich land.
If I could quote Beowulf.
And they produced them. This was the center for the world.
Yeah.
This agriculture. That's what's provided and drove this area's economy. And farmers, ranchers, they developed this land.
I feel like he's doing the Zoolander thing where he's just now repeating. And I was a native here, and I saw it develop from when ranchers and...
They made their agreements. They exchanged business dealings. And I am informed that more often than not, those business dealings were sealed with a handshake. They were sealed with an
He's been informed. Someone whispered in his ear.
Yeah, mid-testimony.
I've just been informed. That they fucking knew it was a handshake.
These business dealings were sealed with a handshake. They were sealed with an eye-to-eye promise to perform. I'll bring this many bushels, tons of tomatoes.
Is he really giving examples of deals?
You will have strawberries. You will have cherries. You will have artichokes. You will have all of the riches that the earth below us and this wonderful, wonderful land produce.
He's like, is someone recording this? This is We Are Water. He's like, this is going to go viral. It's going to be the next wear sunglasses or whatever the fuck.
But as all things do, times change. And on a little side street in Palo Alto, in a little wooden garage, a single car garage.
Is he really going to the start
we know
of
the history. We know what happened there. Two individuals put their minds together and they created something.
Computers used to be as big as a house. It'd take up a whole room.
They developed some industry and put their hard work to task and created innovation. And that changed this valley forever.
Listening to this should be cruel and unusual. They should be like, Elizabeth Holmes is, well, half of her time has now been served listening to this fucking guy do his creative writing final.
The commerce of this valley shifted then, didn't it? From agriculture to technology. And those two individuals in that small wooden garage.
Is this judge trying to get into college? What is going on? Is he submitting? Is this trying to get him a scholarship to Ohio State?
And then this doesn't even make sense. They created the technology that created the agricultural economy for this area.
What?
The fuck does that mean?
We're growing chips.
This area no longer produced the strawberries, the apricots, the cherries, the artichokes.
The bushels
capers.
Of tomatoes.
And the tomatoes that it did once.
He does mention the tomatoes?
He does mention the tomatoes.
God damn. This guy's thorough.
So the Page Mill Road, where we see a lot of innovation, Sand Hill Road, the valleys. Those farms are gone, and in their place are the titans of industry that developed from that small garage. We know this local history. Then why keep talking about it?
Is she in like Palo Alto Community Court?
It's not folklore, it's the history of this area. When they created those two individuals, they created what they did, and they also, in creating their company, they also created an ethos, and they created a way of conducting their business, creating what they do. Creating their
He's noticed now that people are doing a drinking game where every time he says creating, they have to drink. So now he's just trying to get them drunk.
By the way, I am not even a quarter of the way down with this.
Hell yeah. No, this should just be the episode. Let's do it. Because I want to know this anyways. So this is saving me some time.
The world now looks to this area not so much for the agricultural gifts from the rich earth below us.
No longer do they look towards the strawberries, artichokes, bushels of tomatoes.
We're grateful for that technology that comes forward, and the world relies on it. They really do rely on it.
Yeah, we do.
Concurrent, what is
Thank
that?
you, Silicon Valley.
Concurrent, what is that with those businesses, or how do we fund that? So now he's just asking questions.
At a certain point, is he ever going to use the phrase strawberries of the mind? Now they farm tomatoes of ideas, bushels of thoughts.
This case is troubling on so many levels. So many levels. There's no question that Miss Holmes is bright. I've read her background. We read about her.
I've read it.
We know what she has done. We know what she created. At an early age, 19, going to a prestigious university. I think that the what the fuck is that word? Present tense report had to be corrected as to the age.
You don't know the word present tense?
Well, it's all one word. It's a strange looking word.
That is a weird word.
I think it's a legal term. Now I'm confused. This judge got me.
God damn. I read something the other day where this girl I know is in law school is complaining because I guess in Missouri they passed a law where all legislators who are women now have to cover their arms. You can't have not sleeveless.
You can't wear a tank top.
Yeah, you can't wear a tank top as a judge. And she shared it being like, it is outrageous.
Sexism, yeah.
But it's like, fucking in Britain they make those guys wear wigs.
They want them to look like ladies.
Yeah, if anything, we should have more dumb costumes.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? You don't see the fellas complaining about those big dresses.
When's the last time you wore a costume?
The
fuck?
I don't consider it costume. I consider it activating a personality. No, I don't know. That's a good question.
Your cow print vest on?
Yeah, I'm not much for costumes.
Well, you wear a cow print vest, though.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Dan. I'm Dan in cow print.
I'm
the sequel to Dan in real life.
I'm Dan the Cowboy Man.
No, in college I was a gentleman bug.
I don't know what that means.
I just wore a nice outfit and then ladybug wings, and I was very polite.
No, you weren't.
I was not trying to brag, but I had sex that night.
That's sad.
That initiated intercourse.
That's sad.
A friend of mine was like, I've been hanging out with Dan for a few months now. Now that I see him in these wings.
I think I need to go.
Between this and the paddleboard, Eric needs to go to Dick's. He'll get himself some wings. So what did you think of Elizabeth Holmes? Guilty?
No.
Innocent?
Completely innocent.
Innocent until proven guilty.
I think she was right. It was all Sonny's fault.
It was all Sonny's fault.
I think that scene at the end where she's like, "Well, did you do anything wrong? If you did anything wrong, you should tell me so I can get you a lawyer." And tries to scare him.
Yeah.
What else has Sonny been in, by the way? What do I recognize Sonny from?
In real life?
Did he pick up a shift on Tuesday?
Sonny Baldwani. And I
Was
don't.
he a dishwasher on?
I think he's come to some show. He used to go to Groucho's shows in the old days. Sonny Baldwani.
No, the actor, not the man.
No, I don't know. Maybe you know Sonny Baldwani. He looks upset in every photo of him.
I wonder why.
Who played Sonny Baldwani?
Matt Smith.
Actor. Ramesh Baldwin. One of the Baldwins.
One of the Baldwin brothers?
Wait, no, this says Ramesh Balwani. Was Sonny played by his brother? Oh, Sonny's name is Ramesh Balwani. I'm never going to get to the... I literally just did all that and it just took me back to the same Google page.
Indian people are too confusing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I can't handle this.
God damn, man. Personal life. He was played by Naveed Andrews.
Personal life. It's personal.
It's personal. Stay out of my fucking shit. He was once married to a Japanese artist named Kyoko Fujimoto.
Oh, Kyoko Fujimoto?
Yeah, they got divorced in 2002.
I have a Kyoko Fujimoto original.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a lady getting fucked by a horse.
Oh, okay. I think you know Naveed Andrews from his films Rollerball. Lost. He was in Lost. Did you watch
Oh,
Lost?
yeah, I watched Lost.
Sonny
By the way,
Baldwani.
I've been rewatching some 30 Rock clips.
Yeah.
And with Kenneth, he does a bunch of Lost jokes. And I was watching it going like, wow, this is like dated now. That's sad. There's a thing that I grew up with that I rewatch now and I'm like, oh, that's of the era.
Yeah. You just didn't know time would happen?
I didn't know about Time.
You didn't know about time?
No one told me about Time.
Oh, yeah, that shit's crazy now. Kids don't even... If you today were to be like, remember Goosebumps? A kid would be like, what?
Huh?
What? Are you
This
fucking stupid?
3-year-old that I'm talking to?
Don't talk to 3-year-olds.
I talk to 3-year-olds
They don't know
all
how
the
to
time.
talk.
I talk to 3-year-olds all the time.
You go, who played Sonny Baldwani? Who did it?
My mom!
Who did it? My mom did it. With one drop of blood, my mom can put a Band-Aid on. The Theranos Boo Boo Machine.
Yeah, why didn't they just make it for babies?
They should have. They should
Like-
make a thing where you put a baby in it and it fixes them.
And it just fixes them up real quick.
Yeah. So
A little vat.
You watched The Dropout?
Yeah.
What
That's
else?
what we've been talking about for the past 30 minutes or so.
That's classic. I like when the one guy's like, Grandpa, I think this lady's full of shit.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fuck you. You
And Sam,
don't.
and Sam Waterston goes, have you seen me in Nixon?
And he goes, I look like an owl. Or an eagle. I guess an eagle more so.
Did you see my eyes go black in Nixon?
His eyes go black?
I look cool.
Why do his
It's
eyes
a
go
spooky
black?
scene. 'Cause
What?
It's Oliver Stone. It's
I haven't seen
surreal.
Nixon.
Of course not.
It's fake.
Of course
It's an Oliver
not.
Stone movie, so Nixon probably fights a dinosaur at the end.
It's a real Watergate.
Yeah. It's Nixon plugging up a gate of water that was supposed to
It's
drain.
Nixon just holding his finger in a dam.
Yeah. I love in JFK because that's also just like bullshit. And then it's Tommy Lee Jones plays like this like gay Dallas nightclub owner who's like over the top.
Tommy Lee Jones plays a gay man?
Yeah, and it's awesome because it's like you got to figure they're like we're making this movie and Tommy Lee Jones was like, can I meet the man to learn how to be like him? They're like, no, it's kind of just all made up, and it's like perfect.
I'll just be as gay as
I'll
I can
just be an
imagine.
over the top. I'll be a Batman villain if he was gay in a historical film.
I'll be Tommy Lee Jones' idea of a gay man.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Clint Eastwood's idea of one of those fellers.
Clint Eastwood's idea of a Taiwanese woman.
Hey, the Hmong people.
What's the most diverse role you've ever played?
Well, I go against type because I'm a white stand-up comic. I'm a white straight male stand-up comedian.
I played a Japanese stonecutter in a school play one time.
Really?
Yes.
What was that like? And why? What the fuck play were you all doing? What? Jesus, man. Who was running your school theater department at the time?
No one had any lines.
It
was all narration.
surrealist theater of the mind.
It was all narration.
We were growing strawberries in people's brains.
And I had to chop. My role was I was constantly cutting away at a mountain to make stones. And meanwhile, many different kings and princes would wander by. But they would all...
And this was in Greece?
This was in Japan.
No, I meant the play, Greece.
We were in Greece.
This is a scene in Greece.
This is a scene from Greece. This is the third act of Greece. I was a pink lady cutting at a mountain.
Wait, what the fuck play is this? This is a real story?
Well, it's not a real story. It's a play.
But no, not that story. Not the man cutting the rocks. Although I'm sure a man
Yes,
cut
this
the
all
rocks.
happened.
Why the fuck were they? Why was that? Didn't you grow up in the sticks? Why weren't your plays like the? I figured your plays would be hands on a hard body live.
Chippendales.
We're doing hee-haw at the fucking middle school. You're over here like, I played Godot.
You ever heard of Thornton Wilder?
Yeah, you're like David Mamet. I've done all of his works.
I was the milkman in our town.
Yeah.
No, it was so all these kings and princes and queens, they all walked
Emperors
by.
probably, because it's Japan.
Yeah, I suppose. But I persist just as a stonecutter, and it's about being humble and knowing your fucking place.
Yeah, and it's about doing your work regardless of what's going on.
Yeah.
Like the meeting Triple H gave to the SmackDown talent on Friday afternoon, allegedly.
Sure. I've heard that the WWE got sold to Saudi Arabia.
You heard that? I was wondering if that guy. I was so excited for us to talk about this.
I just heard that while I was pooping.
And then it turned out to not be true.
It's not true?
I went to bed in Chattanooga ranting to my friend Elijah, going, "This is crazy." And then I woke up, it was all nonsense. And I went to bed on an L-shaped couch, foot to foot with him, just every few minutes
Why
going.
are you sleeping next to him?
No, we were like, our feet met in the center
Why
of the
is
L.
he sleeping on the couch?
To be honest, I couldn't figure that out.
He lives
Because Ben's
there.
room, no, well, we were crashing at Ben's house,
Oh.
but Ben was off having sex with a lady, so Elijah could have slept in Ben's bed.
That's true.
Go sleep in Ben's bed.
Well, he just wanted to be next.
You wanted to be touching toes with me every few minutes going, does this mean no more women's division? No, but so what did you hear? So you heard that?
I heard it secondhand through Joe Rogan.
What did Joe Rogan? What was Joe Rogan saying about it? He keeps being wrong lately.
Well, Joe Rogan.
Because normally
Joe Rogan's impeccable track record
Yeah.
on facts
Yeah.
has lately it's been really getting put to its paces.
Normally I go straight to the rogues.
No, he was just saying that they got sold because he was talking about a professional golf
Yes.
thing. I've been getting real into
Live.
golf.
You know about Live?
I know all about Live.
Tell the people about Live.
It's a golf.
It's a golf.
That's the only way I know how to.
So
speak
you
about
got
golf.
the PGA Tour
You get the PGA
and
Tour,
the Senior PGA Tour
and the senior, the SPGA,
the SPGA
the SF,
and the Ladies PGA. It's funny that they're like we have the PGA, but also women or old people.
Yeah, women are the elderly.
Women or old people.
Women and elderly play in the same league.
Yeah, it's you know what I mean? It's not just men.
It's not just men.
It's also old people and women.
Not just for men.
No, so the PGA Tour.
And then now they have Live, which I don't know what that's.
Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi
The
Arabia.
Kingdom of Saudi
The
Arabia.
great and wonderful
has-
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
They have purchased many golfers.
They are trying to do sports washing, as they
They've
call it.
poached many PGA players
That's
away
true.
to go play.
I'm a golf
for-
player.
I'm a golf player.
No, but they're trying to do it to make themselves look good.
I'm gonna go hit the range after this. You want to come with?
If I can get sponsored by Saudi Arabia, would you let Saudi Arabia sponsor the podcast or
Yes.
buy it? I guess.
Yes.
What about Jamal Khashoggi?
I think he was dead, isn't he?
Yeah. So who cares? That's like the weird thing is everyone's like, oh, we can't do this because of Jamal Khashoggi. It's like he's dead.
Yeah.
He's not going to be offended if you take
Who
$6
cares?
million. The Rock.
Who cares?
No, because the WWE. I know about it because the WWE.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to.
You know about Saudi Arabia because of
Yes.
the WWE.
In a way, yeah.
You wouldn't know about Saudi Arabia otherwise, is what you're saying.
Kinda. You know what? To be completely honest, I don't know if I would know about Jamal Khashoggi's death if not for the great coverage of Dave Meltzer in between telling me what happened on Raw.
Well, Dave Meltzer is also a comic book writer, so I've always been confused.
He's also a
about
financial analyst. So when you Google him on podcasts, boy howdy, you
it.
download
got
some
a
trash.
you got a whole lot to sift through.
They're like, oh, this one says the rock bottom. And then you listen to it and he's like, here's what you do when you're out of money.
Here's
You're
what
like,
you
God
do.
damn it.
I'm here with Dave Ramsey.
Here's 10 Stone Cold Stunner investments. No, but that's why I found out about COVID too.
From Dave Meltzer?
Because it was affecting Japanese wrestling.
Oh,
And then he was like, this is crazy.
because they eat all that bat soup.
In Japan, they eat a lot of Chinese bat soup. We import it.
I forgot it was from China, not Japan.
Yeah, no, but it hit Japan, and then they were canceling
Which one's bigger? China, right?
China. But I think I'm gonna tell people that that Japan is just the New York City of China, and be like, no, it's just like part of it, but it's like
Japan is like Manhattan.
it's the big cultural
It's like
center.
the Manhattan of China.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy.
When is the AU gonna happen?
The Australian Union?
The Asian Union.
Oh,
You got
I
the-
would never think of Asians union.
You got the European Union.
How easy of a union would that be to bust?
You can't
the
get
Asian Union.
You can't get
The union
every
buster
Asian
just-
country on the same page.
The Asian Union just comes in with a bat and goes, "Don't do it."
Come on, you're telling me you can't get North, South, China, and Japan all to work together?
When is North Korea gonna win?
I don't know. They should buy the WWE. No, but
Well,
now no
North
one knows
Korea-
who's going to buy the WWE.
North Koreans should start investing overseas.
They should. That's what I mean. They should invest. They should buy the WWE.
They should buy like a pickleball league,
They should buy.
something small scale. Just
They
to
should
get
buy
them
Clausen's pickles.
started.
Always cold. They're always fresh.
They should buy Utz potato chips.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if we sold the Upper Peninsula
They
of Michigan.
should. North Korea should bring the Choco Taco back.
Yeah, I would love that. North Korea is invading with carts at public pools.
With a delicious chocolatey
They've
treat.
got a cold cart on wheels. They're bringing to the pool. Cash only, like the lady who put my tires on.
North Korea has made an acquisition. They've bought Sunny D.
Ooh. I would love that. More celebrities should remember Jay Peterman from Seinfeld.
Sure.
Well, that guy, he's playing Jay Peterman, a real man with a real clothing catalog. And then when that clothing catalog went under, that real man who played him as an actor bought the rights to it.
That's a smart move.
And then he kept it going. And then I was like a fun, hey, Peterman, from Peterman, or whatever the fuck.
Remember me?
Why don't people do that? Why doesn't Ashton Kutcher just buy, we're going to make Zebra Stripe good?
What?
Ashton Kutcher could buy Zebra Stripe.
What the fuck is zebra stripe?
That gum.
fruit stripe?
The flavor goes away. Yeah, with the zebra on it.
It's called fruit stripe.
Yeah, I'm colloquial. I call it. You don't walk in and go, "Can I have a pack of Marlboro Extra Tar?" No, you go, "Give me the Reds." I walk into a Sunoco and I go, "Give me a pack of Zeebs."
Why don't you just pull out that Teddy Roosevelt biography? Let's try and get something better going here.
You don't like zebra gum? I'm about to pull out that scratch pad and get to work.
I'm just gonna keep reading from the Elizabeth.
Sometimes
Holmes.
I see. Oh yeah, I forgot we weren't done with that yet. So she's in jail and then gonna have to go to a mental health doctor,
Yeah.
but she has a child.
Yeah.
So who's gonna raise that child? It's not Sonny's child, right? It's this other fellow.
It's the other fellow.
Yeah.
It's the young man who she
Yeah.
went to Burning Man with.
Oh great! So that kid.
That intelligent young man.
That kid is gonna grow up in the back of whatever the next version of Uber is.
Is Elizabeth Holmes even smart at all? You think?
No, and she's not attractive. It's one of those things where it's like,
Oh yeah, she's not cute. Yeah.
because I'll find myself with
In
people.
that show, they keep being like calling her out for like only getting ahead because she's like cute. And then
Yeah.
I looked at. I hadn't seen a picture of her in real life since like that story broke like fucking 3 years ago. So I looked up a picture of her and I was just like, ew.
Yeah.
This bitch thinks she's getting ahead on her looks.
No, it's proof that old men that like when you reach a certain point, your
Yeah.
vision's so blurry that you're like, I think that's a lady.
Yeah, John Mattis is getting hard.
Yeah, like
from across
when
the,
you're 96.
from across a board table.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett can still get a chub
You're like,
on.
I see blonde hair.
There's hair. They're not even blonde, just hair.
And I see hair.
I see hair. She's not bald.
Because I'll find myself, I remember in my younger days, I'd be like, all like, man, there's only like 2 cute girls or whatever at the whatever. Or like you're at college,
At the
you're like,
dance.
yeah, this party, man, there's only like 2 cute ladies.
The ice cream social.
Yeah, and then now I'll be like walking around like a college campus or whatever. I'll just be like, all these people are beautiful. Young people are all so
Everyone
attractive.
is so
like,
hot.
All these young people are like they're all looking good.
It's
And
like
then,
that line from that Steve Martin book.
what do you mean? Oh, we were all young and beautiful or whatever the fuck.
Of course, we were beautiful. We were 20.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is that thing. You're walking around, you're like, yeah, this girl's beautiful. Everyone's beautiful. And it's like maybe when you're 96, you're like that way about women who are like just 40.
Yeah, you could be 59 and still be like, ooh.
You're like, God damn it. She's gorgeous. Wow. Because that is odd. That's always odd to me is I'm like, are women getting more attractive? And I'm like, oh no.
I'm just old.
I'm just old, so I go, hold on to this while you have it.
Fool.
Sonny.
My cane pops out a little
Those
bit.
cigarettes are going to start wearing your face down soon.
Moisturize.
Even me, I'll look back at photos of me from like 5 years ago, and I'm like, cause I'll remember, I'm like, oh, that tour I was eating, that was back when I was eating ice cream all the time.
Yeah.
And then I'll see a photo of myself, and I'm like, damn.
You still looked better.
I know. And now I eat nothing but spinach all day. I fucking...
No. I saw a picture of myself. It was that picture of,
You shirtless at the pool. With those other boys.
no, I didn't see
Short
that
hair.
picture. It was that
Go
picture
to
of us,
ericsorgel.facebook.com / shirtless boys.
It was that picture of us in Atlanta standing next to that tiny door.
Oh, yeah.
Under a bridge or
Yeah.
something. That was the thing. I looked sexy under a bridge.
We were under a bridge and we were looking good.
I looked beautiful. I was looking at it like, God damn, what the fuck happened to you? Oh yeah, you had a bunch of seizures and scarred your face up.
I like how in your mind you're
You've
like,
never-
it's just the
You
seizures.
never drank water.
There you go. There you go.
When's the last time you ate a fruit?
I remember the days where you'd make fun of that guy who didn't drink water. And you were like, how's he doing that? But now it turns out you're more so like, how
When
is
was
he
I-
doing
When was I
that?
making fun of a guy for not drinking water?
Not drinking. Well, or your good friend P.
Oh.
At first I was like, I shouldn't say his name, but
It's just a
It's a letter.
Well, his thing was just that it had been 20 plus years.
Yeah.
That's a while to go without a
And
single
old
sip.
habits die hard.
I mean, I had a glass of water this morning.
You're not supposed to know those things.
I'm still dehydrated.
You're not supposed to be like, no, I've had water on Tuesday. I had had a couple cups.
What? I'm not allowed to remember what I did earlier this morning?
That's like when I was in Philadelphia and I was like, you guys don't have any trees. And this girl sent me an article of the 10 best trees in Philadelphia.
10 of them.
Yeah. 3 of them were like, this tree used to be the pride of.
There's enough of us to rank them.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
It's not how trees
You shouldn't know
work.
when you drank water. They should give people the option. Because now rich people get like IV hookups. Like you'll go party and then you'll get
Yeah,
the
you
IV
get the
hookup.
liquid IV, yeah.
It would be cool if you could just get like a saline patch.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, just pop it in.
I'd like a patch.
That'd be cool. And
An
you're just
eye
like,
patch.
ooh, my arm's cold, but I don't have to drink gross
I think I
water.
could get a nicotine eye patch.
They should. What's that calling you? Like, do you do shots like with your eye? Whatever the fuck.
Eye drops?
No, there used to be this like alcohol thing. I think it was like a meme thing or like a weird challenge kids were doing. But I think you get drunk if you put like alcohol in your eye.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, it should be that.
Nicotine eye
A
patch.
nicotine eye patch.
A rum eye patch.
Yeah. That would be
Like
cool.
a pirate.
When I was a kid, there was some.
Wow.
He just slipped. He had his feet up on a little end table and he slipped.
I almost fell over.
No, that little end table, I was helping this girl move one time and she was like, this is my ex-boyfriend's and he left it here when we lived together. I just want to throw it away. And then I was like, can I have it?
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, I don't want to see that thing again. And then when she wasn't looking, I just put it in my car.
Was she gonna come over and sleep next to you? It's an end table.
Well, yeah, at the time that was in a bizarre scenario.
Okay. Gross.
Why is that gross?
Sexuality.
No, but you got an end table, and they're like, that looks like my ex-boyfriend's end table.
I don't have sex anymore, man. I'm done.
Good.
I'm done with it.
What do you do now? Glue, you do glue?
I play Mario Golf.
How is Mario Golf going?
I'm doing good.
Hitting the links?
I've been hitting the links. They added tornadoes into the golf course. It's made things very difficult.
Oh, no. That sounds like it. You didn't even have to say the follow-up. My wife has been shot. I'm sad.
It's made it hard to make it under par. When you add tornadoes into the mix.
I bet you need, if you get like a Bowser type guy, you get a more firm, hard
Well,
stroke.
the tornadoes are stationary.
Yeah, so just don't hit the ball into them.
But you have to hit the ball into it to get it up the cliff,
Oh.
to get to the new hole.
Oh.
So and then you have to put yourself in the tornado.
Which stop of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail is this?
Which this is all live golf. Which theoretically
This is the
you
kingdom
should
of
be,
Saudi Arabia.
Theoretically, you should be very dizzy when you get to the ball after you get out of a tornado that threw you up a cliff.
When the Saudi Arabia books these WWE events, that they're
Do you think they'll add tornadoes?
maybe, but they're notorious for being like, hey, we want Hulk Hogan and the Undertaker. And like naming dead people, and they'll be like, bring like people who have been dead for like 25 years.
Yeah.
But it would be great if they did that with the Live Golf also. And they're like, we're trying to sign Bagger Vance. We're trying to sign Kevin Costner's character from Tin Cup. Happy Gilmore has been signed to Live Golf.
Oh. Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, it'd be great just for the beverage deal.
Yeah, just for the deal with Arizona Iced Tea.
That is wild that they have the rights to his name.
Right.
Do they have the rights?
Well, they call it an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, but is that
Actually,
cool?
I don't think they do.
No, they
Wait,
do. They do.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
what
it's
I'm
got the
saying.
golf-
Yeah.
It's got the golfer.
No,
on
they
the
like
can,
it is like an Arnold Palmer. They're like,
Yeah, Arnold Palmer sold his life. He's like Neil Young selling the rights to his
what a
catalog.
weird thing. That's like you go back in time and you're like a company called Arizona Iced Tea, big cans,
Big, giant can.
named after a golfer, and they're gonna be everywhere.
all over
One of the most
world.
popular beverage with low class people. One of the most ubiquitous poor people drinks.
Well, they're 99 cents.
Arizona iced tea, named after a golfer.
Well, they're 99 cents.
No, I know.
I know.
I know. That's when you know you got a guy doing a photo where it's like they're out here charging $2 for Arizona iced tea.
Bitch.
SMDH. You know what that means?
Shaking my damn head.
I woke up the other day and I just scrolled through Reddit, and I follow like a bunch of conspiracy Reddits. Because I don't really follow any Reddits, so the few that I have, it's like just gives me those a bunch. And it was one with this guy just going, every time I go to the grocery store and see the prices, I don't know how there isn't blood in the streets.
I did see. You seen how much fucking bacon is these days?
I've seen how much everything is. I've been calling it for months now. Every time I come home from the store, I go, God damn, it's so expensive.
Well, that's why I just steal everything. But bacon is like fucking $9 a fucking pack now.
That's what it used to be.
Okay, if it's more than that, then.
That's the great thing is all these people who are like, they don't know how much stuff costs. They're like, yeah, it's crazy. I saw milk for like $1.39. It's like, that's normal. That's actually a reasonable price.
I did that the other day with somebody that I work with. I was like, I was at the store, the fucking bag of chips was like $6. So they're like, I think that's how much chips just cost. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, more or less.
Dude, it's well then in that case the chips cost too much. Well, it's not the economy then, it's Lay's.
It's Doritos.
Doritos. I was buying a bunch of chips behind these two ladies. Or not behind these ladies. I was going through the checkout.
You were buying chips for two ladies.
I bought 8 bags of tortilla chips the other day.
Why the fuck did you do that?
They were on sale. And they're delicious.
Well, what kind of tortilla?
They're those on the border ones where they're red and green for Christmas, which I think just involves a bunch of chemicals, but they make it taste really
give me
good.
some chips.
They're in the kitchen. I'll give you some on your way out. You can have a few chips. They're good. You're gonna be hooked.
I like the touch of lime ones.
Oh, those are great. So these were on sale because it was near the end of Christmas season. $1 a bag. Not even.
$1 a bag?
Less than $1 a bag.
5 cans.
5 can. Ken Jeong was on wrestling the other day.
Why?
It is a long story. But he
Why? In
they
what
yelled
world?
out. They were making fun of him. They go, "Oh, from the Hangover movie 30 years ago," and then one of the announcers went, "6 seasons in a movie." And I went, "Hey, that announcer's a fucking community fan.
You're hip.
That guy's cool."
The movie's in production.
I know.
Chevy Chase not expected to return.
Dead. Chase has been killed.
Did you think Chevy Chase was going to be in the Community movie?
No. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he pops up. He should pop up.
He won't pop.
If I was Dan Harmon, I would move heaven and earth to make Chevy Chase pop up.
If I was,
I would
Dan Harmon,
write whatever wrongs Chevy Chase thinks I had wronged.
If I was Dan Harmon, I would pull a muscle trying to move heaven and earth.
Hey. A bunch of Polish people tried to move heaven and earth.
Turns out they just dragged hell up.
Yeah. They were able to do it.
They didn't do a hell of a lot.
Oh. No, but I'm buying these chips. I got 8 bags.
8 bag.
And also I'm doing regular grocery shopping. So
You
it's
do
not
that.
even like I bought a bunch as if it's like I'm doing a school tortilla party.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll see a guy buy like a bunch of milk and he's like, we're doing a science experiment.
Yeah.
But me, it's like a bunch of regular groceries and
8
bags of chips.
An 8 bag.
8 bag chip. So I got 8 bag tortillas. And the lady in the line is like, are these good? And I'm like,
No.
oh yeah. Well, I went, yeah, because and they're just $1. And then the bagger went, oh, that's why they're $1. These chips suck.
Yeah.
She's bad-mouthing me when clearly I enjoy these chips. So she's bad-mouthing the chips, and then the other girl goes, I don't know, they look good. And then I go, they are good. And the other girl goes, nah, man, people just want to save money.
Why is everyone just assuming you're poor?
I know, they're just roasting. I'm buying like $200 worth of groceries.
What were you wearing?
I mean, well, that's a great point. But But hey, Bob Dylan dresses like trash. But they're going, and they're roasting me. She's roasting me these chips, and I'm like, they're good. And she goes, nah, I need the ones with flavor. And I go, these ones actually have too much flavor. Like, if anything, there's like an artificial flavor, and it shouldn't be there.
It's a little over the top.
Yeah,
actually.
it makes me
it's
feel
me.
decadent. And then she goes, no, I need the flavor, like the blue ones or the cheese.
The blue one.
And then I realized she did that classic thing where in her mind tortillas are just flavorless Doritos.
Oh.
So then, but that's not where this ends. It gets better.
Okay.
Now, so then after she's been roasting me, she just go the bagger.
Bagger Vance?
I wish.
Are we back to Liv?
I wish. Liv should hire her just so she goes away. No, so a bagger, which is the job Kroger doesn't even have most of the time now.
Yeah.
She's bagging it, slowly making fun of me. And then calling me poor and saying I have no taste.
This is really cruel for
I
her
know.
Kroger experience.
And then she has the gall to go, it's Christmas and I haven't gotten any tips yet.
It's Christmas.
It was like right around
Yeah, I was about to
Christmas.
say, this must have been a while ago.
And
though.
she went, it's Christmas and I haven't gotten any tips yet. And then I had headphones, so I was pretending I didn't hear.
Yeah.
And then the cashier went, I got $5 the other day, but that's it. And then they both sort of stared at me.
What the fuck is going on?
And it's like, you guys just roasted me.
Why are you getting bullied?
They're fucking bullying me about buying chips. And then they're like trying to guilt trip me into tipping them. Which it's like, I'm pretty confident Kroger would fire you if they found out that you're even accepting tips. Like, what a world.
Were you at the Goss Kroger?
No, I was at the campus Kroger.
Oh, man. No, I was at the Goss Kroger like 2
So
nights
needless
ago.
to say, I palmed them both at 20. No,
I was at the Goss Kroger like 2 nights ago.
Oh, yeah, I will say I came home and my girlfriend's response was, why'd you buy all these chips? And I was like, it won't end.
I'm poor.
It fucking won't end.
I'm poor and I got no taste.
God
That's
damn.
why.
Even at home, I can't escape this criticism.
No, I was at the Goss Kroger like 2 days ago, and I was going through the self-checkout, and I told the lady, I was like, hey, like, can you grab me a pack of cigarettes? And I was like, yeah, Pall Mall menthol shorts, and she comes back, and she goes, we're out. But by the way, you should really just quit.
That rocks.
It's like, how badly do you not want to go back and get me a different pack of cigarettes?
No, that lady rocks.
Did your mom just die today
It's like
of
you
lung
should
cancer?
quit. It sounds like she should quit.
I think you need a new job.
Yeah. Hey, I get it. Not everyone loves their job. Maybe she saw the future.
Well,
That'd be a fun way to be like, I can see the future.
I want
Your smoking habit will slowly make your lungs worse. Cause health problems down the road.
Yeah, that would be a good.
Yeah.
That'd be an easy reading for a psychic if someone smoked.
Palm reader. That guy looks like more like a palm breeder than you jerk off motion. Because he's coming into his
He
hand.
comes into his hand somehow. I don't really
For
understand
masturbating.
the physics of that.
For masturbating.
So he comes into his own hand. Why?
Well, because the way you masturbate is you put your hand on top of the tip of your penis, palm on top, and then you just sort of go around like in a.
You gotta get sideways so you can get your tongue in the
You
pussy.
just go put your hand around it like you're playing like you're messing around with a ball on
Like
one of
a
those
little-
golf arcade
Yeah,
games.
you're playing fucking Golden Tee.
Yeah, you're playing Golden Tee, where you're just fucking. You didn't put no quarters in. You was fucking around.
Let's go play some Golden Tee.
Remember that one time on stage you put $1 in a Big Buck Hunter, and then you went on stage and were like, "If anyone doesn't want to watch me, I put $1 in Big Buck Hunter."
I don't remember that, but that's great.
That was very fun. You did that in St. Louis when we did Fritz's or whatever the fuck.
I don't remember remember that at all, but that tickles me.
Yeah, that was great. I often tell people that anecdote. They'll be at a show and they'll be like, "What if I stood on that part of the stage?" And I'm like, "Oh, you should put $1. You should threaten people to not watch the show."
You should not stand on the stage.
No, that was also great because that was the show where they're like, "This is the stage." You're like, "Well, that's the most awkward part of the room where no one can see the comics and everyone's standing over here." The guy's like, "We're doing it over here," and then you just walked to the other part.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Ah, I've been bested." It is so funny, the idea of somebody being like, "You have to stand here," and it's like,
no.
"Well, I'm not trying to make it worse." Like it's not like the place he wants us to stand is the beautiful, well-lit stage where everyone's in front
understand
of.
if I like refuse to leave the bathroom.
You're like, "I'm doing this show from the fucking alleyway." Like that'd be different.
But there's just
You're like, "I want to go closer to where people can hear and see me," and he's like, "No."
if I take 10 steps that way, everyone can see me and hear me, and I'm under a light.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That's always the best when people are like, the other day Junior and I got in an argument with some guy who wanted us to do the show from behind the bar. He's like, nah, because there's ones where like the bar has an L and the little part of the L, there's no bar stuff, but
Yeah.
it's still, you're still behind a bar.
Yeah.
He's like, just do, that is the stage where there's like a thing blocking 2/3 of your body. And there's also a guy equal to your height in the eye line moving around, doing jobs.
Oh my god.
Hey, come stare at two people doing their jobs.
Yeah, one of them is getting paid way more.
No, that show is terrible.
That does sound awful.
Yeah, that's that comedy thing where I'm too good at doing shows.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, well, this show is horrible. We're never gonna do this again. Let's just get it over with. And then I make the show so good that by the end I'm like, this was great.
I want to come
We're
back
all coming
tomorrow.
back. And then in a month I'm like, God fucking damn it.
Why the fuck did I agree to do Fritz's again?
I'm arguing behind. They took out Big Buck Hunter.
They don't even have I can't even do my Big Buck Hunter joke. All right, we're at an hour here. You want to bring us home or you want to just stop?
Well, I do need to poop soon. Soon. I need to poop soon.
I just checked my calendar.
Oh, dang.
Dang it. I got a poop scheduled for 5:30 and it's 5:32.
I'm going to start writing poop on my to-do lists. Crossing it off. Every time I eat, I'm going to write it.
Yeah.
And every time it happens, I'm going to cross it off.
Yeah. Well, do you eat to poop?
I poop
Or
to
poop
eat.
to eat?
I poop to live. I ate a bunch of toxic sludge. I'm pooping to live.